Today we're in the Lake District, just outside Ullswater. In front of us we've got Aira Force. Today we're going to walk up to Swineside Knott, Common Fell and Dockray and make it around. We're going to make our way to the car park to start our walk. So we've parked our car just above Aira Force at Park Brow car park. It's £6.50 all day. So we walk out the car park, crossing over the road and the stile and picking up the path at the other side. And we've got a woodpecker just behind us, giving it 5 bars, but he won't sit still long enough to film. So we're heading straight forward now. As you can see, there's been a tiny bit of snow overnight. And as we walk along, we've been going 10 minutes. Look at that for a view over Ullswater. Looks pretty good. So we're just heading forward now, following the path. Just in front of us with a fork in the path, we bear off right, uphill. We're climbing a bit now. We can see the path quite clear in front of us. That's just a quick shot looking back over Ullswater. You can see the snow on the hills. We turn back round now and keep going. You're walking with a taxi driver today in the Lake District, just slightly cloudy. 24th of February. And as we look forward into the distance, we can see a ferry coming towards us. On the right hand side, you can just see a few buildings of Glenriddin, and in the distance, the Patterdale Hotel. There's the view straight in front of us. And as we head forward, we cross over one tiny stream after another, and there's quite a few of them. That's the view on our left. As we look further up the valley, below the hills in the distance, to the right hand side, you've got Brothers Water, and to the left, you've got Hartsop. Some great walks up there. In front of us, we've got a wall and a gate, straight through. We keep heading forwards, steadily making our way uphill. As we go through the gate, at the moment we've quite a steep climb up through the trees. That's looking to our right, just above us. Well, we're through the trees now, but we're still climbing pretty steep. We think we can see the top just above us. Let's go and have a look. As we make our way towards the top, we look to our right hand side. Look at that for a view. Well, that's been a good old climb. We're out near the top now. We've got a wall in front of us. We just keep heading forward through the wall and then bear right. Walking on a path that's more or less parallel to the wall for a short way. Just before we go through the wall, let's give you a couple of quick shots to our left. The higher you go, the better the view. And then in front of us, we've got Place Fell. That's another good one. So we're heading forward now, following the wall. So we head forward to the brow. We've got the tree on our right hand side. The ground's starting to drop away now. But look to your left hand side. You'll see a tiny little bobble on the skyline. That's Swineside Knott. So we're coming off the path and heading for Swineside Knott, uphill, but not too far. Well, we're at the top of Swineside Knott. As we turn round, that's looking to our left. Sheffield Pike in the centre, and then just to the left. I don't know all the names, so I'm not going to name them. Then we turn back round, and that's looking to our left again. It's well worth the climb, even though the last sort of mile is pretty steep, or 3/4 of a mile. When you get up here, there's the view. So as you stood on top of Swineside Knott, with your back to Sheffield Pike, just look to your left hand side. We're heading towards them couple of rocks there, one on top of another, about 80 feet in front of us. So we've made it to them 2 stones, one on top of another. We head straight forward now, a couple hundred yards, to that rocky outcrop in front of us. At the top of the rocky outcrop, there's a tiny cairn. We turn right there. In front of us, we can see some quad bike tracks. We're going to follow them. And head towards that tiny summit, probably about half a mile away. But when you stood here, let's just give you the view of where we are. As you can see, you've got Ullswater to your right and Aira Force down below. Right, let's get going. So we're following the quad bike tracks now, quite easy to follow. As we follow the quad bike tracks, we can see Common Fell in front of us. Well, we're about 20 feet from the top of Common Fell now. Well, we're at the top now, just taking one or two photographs. That's to our left. Left again, just down below. We can see a river down there, look. That's more or less straight forward. If we look to our right hand side, we've got a big boulder. Just beyond there, we've got Ullswater, and just behind us, we've got the snow shower coming in. So let's get to that boulder. At the boulder, we bear slightly right, downhill. We can see a stone wall. If we head towards that and bear left, we soon pick up the quad bike tracks. As you head downhill, you'll see Dockray in front of you. Just keep following the tracks. Every now and again it snows. It snowed this morning at 7, but you expect that in the lakes. We're having a great time. As you head downhill, you cross over a tiny stream. We turn left there, following the tracks. We can see Dockray in front of us. We're just coming into Dockray now. We just walk to the right hand side of the buildings. So we make our way to the telephone box and the road, and then we turn left, and it's snowing. We cross over the bridge now and then turn a sharp right. As you turn right, go through the gate. Footpath sign says Aira Force. Post box on your left. So we're heading down the gravel track for a short way now. We just keep heading forward. We're heading downhill now. River's on our right. We're still making our way downhill, going by the building on the right. There's a house on your left. Signpost says Aira Force. We cross over the tiny bridge at the bottom. Then we bear off right, slightly uphill. That'll bring you to a stream in a gate. Straight through the gate. And as we head forward, in the distance we can see Common Fell. That's where we've come down from. That's just to the left hand side of Common Fell. And that's looking straight forward. You can see Ullswater down below. We keep going. As we walk down the path, on our right hand side there's a new bridge. We cross straight over and turn left, heading down towards Aira Force. But first of all, let's take a couple of shots. As we cross over, that's our right hand side. That's looking to our left. As we cross over the bridge, we see a signpost in front of us that says Aira Force. So we head downhill with the river on our left hand side. As we go down the left hand side, it gives us a chance to get a shot of this waterfall. That's pretty impressive, is that one. We just keep heading forward now at the side of the river, and as you can see it's quite impressive. And again, there's a bridge in front of us, we just keep bearing off to the right. So we're heading downhill now, looking for a right turn that takes us back to our car park. We're steadily making our way downhill, following the path and the river. On our left hand side, you've got the stone bridge and Aira Force. But we bear off to the right hand side, up the steps. We see the steps going down and the seat in front of us. We walk forward 20 feet and turn right, slightly uphill, back to our car park. But just before we do, well, there she is, Aira Force. So we've turned right at the seat. We're heading up towards Parkbrow car park now. But just before we do, we couldn't resist that one. We hope you've enjoyed our walk in the Lake District up to Swineside Knott and Dockray. You've been walking with a taxi driver today.